While budget is also about your finances, it's equally important, it's about your taxes. And if you're a trader, well, markets have been accustomed to a certain pattern. We tend to believe that in the pre-budget phase, there is a sharp rally, and post-budget, there is a sell-off. But historically, on the budget day, the markets, they tend to swing. There is a peak, there is a turf, there are volumes, there are excitement, stocks will react to the budget speech. So what has been the historical pattern? How markets exactly have moved on the budget day? That is the pattern which clearly tells you that the market move on the budget day is nothing which could be called as scary. In fact, over the years now, the market movement on the budget day seems to be getting more diluted. And if I can just show the volatility meter here, just to put things in context here, global volatility and the local volatility right now is abysmally low, which means that in the run-up to the budget, the nervousness in the market this time around seems to be missing. So there you go. This is the pre-open session. When markets are nervous, volatility should be here. When markets are not nervous and markets are in no mood to really do something grand, the volatility is here. So if you're a trader, look at the volatility meter and you can judge. So I want to go back to the budget day graph in terms of the move, and I'm going to just pin our experts to give me a number here. Okay, starting with you, CK. Not in terms of age, purely in terms of seniority here. I want to start with you. If you have to fill a number here today, what should be your number?
Well, I would take it till about, say, 1.2, 1.5%.
You're playing safe.
No, I'm playing aggressive. I think it'll be a big move.
Sandeep Sagarwal.
So I think just looking at the data that every alternate time it falls, so the probability of a minus 0.5 is greater.
Okay, Kunal?
No, I'll go with a positive 2% plus on the index.
So you
because of the lack of positions, on the open interest, the traders are waiting for a breakout. So if the direction on the breakout is positive, then you will see a big move on the Nifty.
Okay.
Yeah, market is more likely to be surprised positively than negatively.
So positive surprise, go long. Go long.
Go long in any case, but I don't know about today.
Okay, Kunal?
Go long.
Okay, so the word, at least from our experts, is that it will be the bullish positioning is better than a bearish positioning. Markets up until now in last couple of months, the small and mid cap stocks, they've been in a sense, they've been surrounded with a lot of skepticism, and that skepticism is something which could have an impact on the market positioning, and that could really change. Okay, now let's look at individual stocks. This is a new innovation, the budget heat map. Stocks where we feel there could be a budget swing. So if you're a trader, well, get your pen and pencil. This is where we feel the budget swing today could really be large. So there you go. These are the super 30 stocks where we feel the budget movement could really be captured. So I'll start with you, Kunal, this time. Give me your two stocks from this wall which you would advocate to our viewers to play today.
See, I think I've been recommending names like L&T and HBI. I think they stand to be one of the topmost candidates. But in terms of emerging ones, I believe even UltraTech Cement, I don't know whether it's placed in this basket, but I think even UltraTech Cement, I believe, is one of the stronger names to outperform. The stock has done exceptionally well in the last 2 months, 3 months.
So your pick is UltraTech Cement. Okay, Sandeep Sabarwal?
I would go by L&T in terms of directional move.
So L&T is coming from Sandeep Sabarwal. Let me identify L&T here. Since this is a live graph right now, there you go. I'm struggling to find actually L&T. Where is L&T right now? There you go.
It's at the side.
So yes, Sandeep Sabarwal feels that L&T could be the stock of the day. And CK, over to you.
Well, I think L&T and UltraTech is also on my list, but the third name which Kunal mentioned, I'm equally bullish on that, State Bank of India.
Okay. So the State Bank of India, what are your levels, CK, for SBI today?
Well, I think 400, 420 should be easily achievable in State Bank of India. I think it's a multi-year breakout after a big consolidation.
State Bank of India, L&T, UltraTech. Nothing from old economy, nothing from consumption, nothing from two-wheelers. It's a budget for Bharat. They would be focused on rural India.
No, but you want one stock, no?
Yeah. Okay, give me one more stock.
I think DLF is very well positioned. It's an underowned stock, and I believe there will be some focus on housing, etc. And as it is, it's on a revival cycle.
Okay. So Aisha, it's quite interesting. Markets, at least our panel here believes that you should always focus on rate of change. The rate of change may not move from bad to great, but from awful to good or awful to bad is something what you should focus on. So incrementally, at least the sense which I'm getting from some, marquee stock pickers and a panelist here is that go with the bullish bias. A bullish positioning is going to be much more rewarding, and this budget in a sense really could be that huge turning point for mid and small cap stocks which we're waiting for. But Aisha, this is an assumption. What exactly are markets betting, Aisha? I guess I'll give the toss to you to take that forward.
I'm going to tell you why will the markets be bullish, if at all, when the budget is presented. Now, the first flash, as always, is the fiscal deficit target that the markets are going to be reacting to. So I think a number of 3.4, 3.6% at the cost of boosting consumption, that's something that the markets will actually be okay with and will be rewarding. Let's first talk about what's going to make the markets happy and unhappy first. An unmet promise of a corporate tax cut, that's something that the market will also cheer. Aside of that, how is it that the government is planning to help spur private sector investment? That is something that a corporate tax cut is going to definitely ensure, or at least give them that push. India Inc., which has really been in hibernation mode of late when it comes to private capex. Also, remember LTCG, which was introduced, did not go down well with the markets, did spook the market, hoping against hope, but any rollback or any at least tinkering with the STT as well, any modification will be taken well with the markets. And I guess that's when our three experts, CK, Sandeep as well as Kunal, they were making the point that they are bullish on the markets from here onwards. That base case assumption would come true. Aside of that, Sandeep was just talking about as to how housing segment has been a beleaguered one and maybe some sops for the housing sector. We all know the multiplier effect it has on the GDP, what a big job creation sector this is. So maybe some sops for affordable housing, that's something that's going to go down well with the market. Now let's try and understand what would make you bearish on the markets today after the budget speech. A bloated figure on the fiscal deficit, anything above 3.7% is not going to go down well with the markets. Also, bond markets will also have a knee-jerk reaction in that. Any move to tax the super rich, either it's a wealth tax or an inheritance tax, markets will definitely not like this one. Sentiment has been soured when it comes to the kind of consumption slump that one is seeing. So anything, or rather if nothing is actually done on fiscal consolidation, on either a holding company structure for the big banks, or for that matter any a miss on any definitive plan as to how the government plans to revive the auto sector, consumption, etc., that is also not going to go down well with the markets. But Abha, who better than Sajid Chinoy perhaps to answer what to expect from the finance minister today?